In the annals of history, there are objects imbued with such profound beauty they seem to defy the very laws of nature. And then there are those whose beauty comes with a price, a shadowed legacy, whispered warnings, and a trail of broken lives. This is the story of one such object, a jewel whose dazzling azure light seems forever stained by the darkness of human fate. Our journey begins not in the polished display cases of a museum, but in the depths of ancient India. Specifically, the legendary Kolar mine in the Golconda Kingdom, nearly 4 centuries ago. It was here, from the earth's raw embrace, that a magnificent, unusually large blue diamond was unearthed. Raw and unpolished, it weighed an astonishing 112 carats, a stone so beautiful it was said to hold the very light of creation, or perhaps its shadow. This colossal gem, initially known as the Tavernier Blue, after the French merchant Jean-Baptiste Tavernier, who acquired it in 1666, quickly garnered a reputation far beyond its monetary value. Legend whispered that the diamond had been plucked from the eye of a sacred Hindu idol, a deity whose wrath would forever cling to the stone and all who dared possess it. Tavernier himself, it is said, suffered financial ruin and died a pauper, his body supposedly devoured by wild dogs in Russia. Coincidence? Or the first subtle ripple of a curse just beginning to manifest? In 1668, the diamond found its way into the hands of King Louis XIV of France. Recut into a heart-shaped 67.125 carat brilliant, it became known as the French Blue. For a time, it adorned the French crown, a symbol of absolute power and regal splendor. But the whispers grew louder. Louis XIV, though a long-reigning monarch, witnessed the tragic deaths of his only son, his grandson, and his great-grandson, leaving his 5-year-old great-great-grandson as heir. The Sun King himself suffered a painful, gangrenous death. His successor, Louis I, inherited the diamond and an increasingly unstable kingdom. Then came Louis XVI and his ill-fated queen, Marie Antoinette, both of whom wore the French blue. Their reign ended, as history grimly records, with the guillotine during the French Revolution. The diamond, along with other crown jewels, vanished amidst the chaos of the revolution in 1792. Many involved in its theft and subsequent handling met violent or mysterious ends. For decades, the French blue was lost to history, its whereabouts unknown. Then, in 1839, a substantially smaller, intensely vivid blue diamond of 45.52 carats resurfaced in the possession of the wealthy British banking family, the Hopes. This was the Hope diamond, and it was undeniably the recut French blue. Its new owners, however, would soon come to know the diamond's dark reputation firsthand. Henry Hope, the first known owner of the recut gem, died without an heir, passing it to his nephew, Henry Thomas Hope. His grandson, Lord Francis Hope, inherited it only to gamble away his entire fortune, forcing him to sell the diamond in 1901. His marriage ended in scandal, his life in disgrace. The diamond continued its grim journey, changing hands through a series of short-lived, tumultuous ownerships. Each new possessor seemed to suffer a calamitous fate. Jacques Collet, who purchased it, committed suicide. Prince Ivan Kanatovsky, who briefly owned it, was murdered by Russian revolutionaries. Simon Frankel, another merchant, lost a fortune. The curse, it seemed, did not merely change hands, it left a trail of ruined lives in its wake. The most poignant and well-documented tragedies, however, are perhaps those that befell Evelyn Walsh McLean, a flamboyant American socialite who acquired the diamond in 1911. Evelyn, warned about the curse, famously declared she found joy in unfortunate things. She had the diamond blessed by a priest to ward off evil, and often wore it, even letting her dogs play with it. But the curse, if it truly existed, was not to be outrun. Her son Vincent was killed in a car crash. Her daughter Evelyn committed suicide. Her husband died in a mental institution, and her granddaughter Evelyn died of a drug overdose. Evelyn Walsh McLean herself died in 1947, leaving behind a legacy of immense wealth and unspeakable sorrow. Was it merely a string of tragic coincidences, exaggerated by the mystique surrounding such an ancient and valuable object? Or did the diamond possess a malevolent energy, a psychic resonance from its bloody origins and the misfortunes of its past owners? Perhaps the curse was not supernatural at all, but a purely human one, the curse of obsession, greed, and the crushing weight of expectation that comes with owning something so priceless, so legendary. The constant fear of theft, the intense scrutiny, the psychological burden. Could these be the true architects of misfortune? After Evelyn Walsh McLean's death, the Hope Diamond was eventually purchased by renowned jeweler Harry Winston. For years, Winston exhibited the diamond at various charity events, often traveling with it through the mail in a plain brown paper package. Finally, in 1958, he donated the Hope Diamond to the Smithsonian National Museum of Natural History in Washington, D.C., where it remains today, one of the most visited artifacts in the world. Since its donation, no further tales of tragedy have been widely attributed to its presence. It sits behind thick glass, admired by millions, its brilliant blue light still captivating, still whispering. But the question lingers, echoing through the empty halls of history. Has the curse truly been broken by its peaceful repose in a public trust? Or is it merely dormant, waiting? A silent testament to the dark side of beauty, a mystery forever encased in a stone of breathtaking, terrible light.